That's chapter 1, Sutra 38. We have been looking at Patanjali talking about how to keep the mind steady. So we spoke about the state of illumination or visualizing light. He spoke about using individuals who are able to inspire us in ancient past as well as now. So here he talks about something quite technical about dream and sleep. Yogis believe that sleep and dream can be utilized as a form of yoga. Not only the asanas, or the pranayama, or the dharanas, or the chakras, or the yamas and the niyamas. Yamas and niyamas means being aware of the need to be non-violent, to be aware of the need to be cleansed from inside, in the way we speak, in the way we interact with individuals, to be aware of the personality and its attributes. But here, we are talking about dream and sleep. How to be aware when we are asleep. Sleep is sleep. How to be aware. How to be nice in sleep. How to be pleasant in sleep. Difficult, isn't it? But the yogis claim that we can continue the training in sleep. Now we talk about dream. Dream can be something like conscious awareness. Now when we were doing the Yoga Nidra, if you were aware of that Yoga Nidra or Shavasana, what story did I speak about? Looking at the sunrise, right? So that is a conscious process of visualizing. Have you seen or heard of people who say that they can dream and then if they don't like the dream, they can enter and change the dream? Or do you have that kind of experience? You yourself are able to, like when you are dreaming, go in and then change the dream, change the story. Have you tried that? It's a possibility. And I have one or two students who are able to do that. Who is able to dream. That means they are asleep, dreaming. They don't like this dream, they can enter. That means enter means their mind can enter and change the story. Change it to a love story. Change it to a story which is more pleasant to feel and think. And this is what is called as an ability to maintain consciousness in sleep state. To be conscious in sleep does not mean that the body is aroused. The body is sleeping. The body is in deep rest, but the awareness is intact. From being very conscious in our day-to-day life, conscious means is not being stressed up to do your best. Now I'm not saying that. To be relaxed, to do your best. To be relaxed. To be conscious of doing the best. And if we can maintain this state of being conscious to do our best when we are awake, it seems like that when you are going to sleep, this feeling continues into the next level. That from a conscious state of aroused activity of the different senses, where the senses are dropping off in pratyahara, like what we do in Shavasana, the senses are switching off one by one, sense of sight, sense of hearing, sense of smell, sense of taste, sense of touch, and then finally we let go of the sense of hearing. The maintenance of inner hearing continues. Senses are switched off, inner awareness continues, body sleeps, mind starts to evolve. And this is called knowledge of dream and sleep. Keeping the mind aware. What do they use? They use symbol. They means you and I. We are also practitioners of yoga. We can call ourselves yogis. We continue. One of the ways they do is before they sleep, they do some form of meditation. And the meditation to bring one's awareness into the training of sleep and dream is with a symbol. You can use a symbol, keep the mind focused on a symbol and a word. Symbol and a word. and then you use this to go inside. What symbols can you use? You can use the symbols that are highly regarded in your religion, or in the spiritual path that you are taking part in, or if you don't believe in any religion or any spiritual pathways, and you are dedicated to a certain ideal, then you can think about helping or assisting a community, and then you can think about it, helping this community, assisting this community. That could be the last part of your night, thinking about how can I do better, how can I serve the community better, how can I serve these children in this school. So you're thinking about it, this is your symbol, and your thought becomes that chant, which a person from a certain spiritual pathway could be following. So let's say if you are Buddhist, then you think about Lord Buddha's picture, his form, and after some time you want to go to sleep. This form works at the deeper layers, and as you sleep, the body starts to sleep, but the mind starts to go into a rhythm, into a kind of momentum that allows it to reach states which are called as delta. Deep rest, nevertheless. Deep rest to the brain, deep rest to the various systems in the body, physiology and anatomy, but the consciousness evolves. The consciousness has infinite capacities. It doesn't need to switch off, unlike what we may be thinking of. We think that the consciousness has to switch off and rest. But according to yogis and those who have experimented with samadhi, say no. It is infinite like space. It does not need to switch off because its mechanism is such that it can continue to evolve. So 1/3 of the life which the normal human mind uses to switch off, for the yogi and the practitioner is an opportunity to evolve. So which means it is like a 24-hour process of evolution. Body sleeps, everything has a good rest, but the consciousness is continuously evolving. So if we have 90 years of living, then it is total and absolute. If it is not, then 1/3 of the time we sleep. Then if it is 90 years, 30 years is wasted on sleep. This is according to the philosophers or practitioners of yoga. So they say that 1/3 of the time in sleep we train. So what is the technique? It is the sound and the symbol. The sound and the symbol. If you are not interested in religion and spirituality, then it is the karma yoga activity that I am doing to enhance. If I am teaching or if I am assisting a certain project, I think about it, I keep thinking about the visuals, and then think about what I am going to do in a very positive way, in a happy way, in an inspired way. That becomes the process of bringing the mind into that state of evolving. Otherwise, it is the symbol. Any of the kriyas can be, any of the 10th kriya onwards, we have many symbols. It can be any of those symbols, and then the sound repeated again and again, mentally, relax, 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 go into it. So this is a very technical sutra. Unlike the rest which spoke about the tendency of the mind and the vrittis, right? The 5 vrittis and the obstacles towards reaching and the definition of yoga. This is slightly a bit more technical, but if you are keen and interested, you can experiment, and I'm very sure you will be able to achieve very quick and fast results through this particular sadhana. Thank you very much. Namaskar.